Hey, what's cooking, people? And welcome to another episode of MC Eats Life. That's right, there's no food on this video, only adventure. Right, so it's the National Day weekend this weekend, and you probably know from my previous videos I don't really like being surrounded by other humans. So I've come out as far as I could go on the downtown line up to Bukit Panjang, and I'm trying to find north of there where the rail corridor carries on, and I'm just going to go for a wander and see what I can see. I'm hoping, because I'm fairly far north, that it won't be as busy as the rail corridor can be a little further south. So don't know what we're going to find. We might not see anything of interest whatsoever. It may be the most boring video you've ever watched. But I suppose that's part of the fun, isn't it? It might be. You never know what we might find. Keep our fingers crossed that we find something interesting. But who knows? Let's go. I don't even really know if this is the right way. The other side of this District 10 Mall and the MRT station, there's a section of the rail corridor where they're testing different like surface designs out to see what works best. But then someone's built a big mall in the way, and there's a road in the way, and then it's not really marked on from this side. This is kind of where I'm walking is in line with where the track ended the other side of the mall. So I'll walk up here for a bit and see what we can see. Try not to resort to looking on Google Maps. We'll just go for an explore and see what we can find. If all else fails, I'll head back down the other way and we'll just walk south from Bukit Panjang and see where we get to that way, down towards Cashew and Hillview and places where I've kind of been before, but not really on the greenway down there. So one way or another, we'll go for a wander and we'll see what we will see. It's currently sunny here. And I'm pretty sure I'm on the right path. There's a 16-kilometer marker sign there. It looks like straight and flat, doesn't it? But it's a sunny day, apart from there are some dark clouds above us. So I have got my umbrella. I can't believe how organised I am. I've got 2 bottles of water in my bag and an umbrella. I feel like I'm ready for any eventuality. This looks right though. I'm just going to keep walking and don't know, see where it takes us. This is a bit more like it. Behind me you can see an actual footpath, not just markings like badgers have created going across the grass. So it's looking rather menacing in that sky over there, but I'm pleased that we found an actual path. That might mean there's more to see up there, so let's go and have a look. I don't know how dark they will appear on the camera, but yeah, it's looking rather dark over there. We might get lucky though. It might miss us, or if you're watching this and you want me to get soaked, you might get lucky and it might hit us. Hopefully not with the lightning. This is very nice. It's almost like walking through a cornfield. There's the odd scurry on either side as little lizards dart away, but and the sound of some of the insects. But there's no exciting wildlife as of yet. The search continues. So the further north we go up, oh, it's a nice bird that's just flown past. The further north we go up, the more rural it gets. We're away from the main road. It's still not far away, but it's, yeah, there's a lot more interesting, plant life and things. The trees are more interesting. Still not many people around, and I don't know if that's just because of where we are up here, or if it's because there's a massive storm on the horizon and they are not crazy. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. keeps being, I don't know if it's the wind or wildlife, but the leaves and the grass and the reeds, they keep rustling, grabbing my attention. Lots of beautiful dragonflies and butterflies. There's that one flying around, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's very nice around here. Oh, I think there's a man going for a wee over there. I won't get him on camera. Wow, that was one way to start this little clip, wasn't it? I don't know if you heard that on the video. I was about to say, as I'm walking along here, it's quite sort of interesting to think about all the trains, the thousands of trains that would have gone along the track that was here, both into and out of Singapore, and like the stories like that those people would have to tell, whether they were coming in and how they were feeling, or what they were going to do, whether they were going to see loved ones, going to work, for more opportunity, or going out of Singapore into Malaysia, and again what were they going to do? They're going to go and see their family and friends. I think there'll be, you know, an old railway line like this, an old road like Route 66 in America, and there's so many kind of stories that if the land could talk, and if Route 66 could talk, I think it's fascinating. I don't know about you, but I'm still feeling fairly optimistic that I'm going to miss this storm. It's not going to get us. I think the next 5 or 10 minutes are going to be fairly crucial in that regard. Let's see, shall we? There's a very pretty dragonfly. One of my favourite trees in Southeast Asia is the banana tree. I just love, like, they were all over everywhere near Bangkok when we go out the city, and like just walking along here and just seeing a big bunch of bananas growing. It's very cool. Still no rain yet. The leaves are getting bigger though, aren't they? The size of those. Oh, it's been at least a few days since we saw a cockerel wandering in amongst the foliage. There's a few other interesting birds as well. I'll try and catch them up. Noisy. I'll try and catch the interesting birds on the video as well. They're a bit more shy than the jungle fowl. Ooh, another pretty butterfly down there. Bright orange. This colouring is beautiful. And then we've got an old bridge. Love a bridge. Should have a look over and see if there's anything in there. Plenty of rubbish in there, isn't there? Ah, there are some fish as well. Lots of fish in there, in amongst the plastic and the rubbish. Some inconsiderate person has built a road in the middle of the railway line. I guess this wasn't here when the trains were going across. Some great forked lightning over there as well. Now I've got the camera out, it will have stopped. It's the way it goes, isn't it? Ooh. An abandoned building. Right, I think we have to go and have a look and see what's going on in this abandoned building, don't we? Oh, and there's a fence around that. I'm not going to climb the fence. Right, let's go and have a look. Long since abandoned in there, isn't it? I think I'll be risking my life to get any closer. I'm already stood in the long grass. No idea what's in it. Interesting. Let's see if we can get it from a different angle. Like with this kind of building, I don't know if it's anything to do with the old railway line. I'm guessing it is. Is it an old station? It's certainly seen better days, hasn't it? I'm guessing it was an old station, but yeah. Alright, I'm not going to go through there. I'm going to go back the way I came. I'm just going to turn around so you can see those storm clouds. We're definitely walking towards the storm. And there's that kind of thunder when it echoes around and bounces off the trees and the buildings. Reminds me of the monsoon season in Thailand. Still though, my money's on us not actually getting rained on. Oh, an interesting bird. Just looking, I thought I'd look in this sort of marshy ditch. Oh, an absolutely magnificent bird. The size of his beak. I'll leave it to it. Still going. Oh, doesn't look like it's the right colour, does it? There's a fair bit of industry around, a bit of building work going on. Somewhat takes away from the beauty, doesn't it? My favourite bird having an argument with itself in the mirror. It might be a beautiful bird, but perhaps it's not the most intelligent. It's the same bird who's gone to a different mirror to have an argument. Look at himself in the window. Oh, that was a good bit of lightning over there. See, this is where I think we're going to get lucky, because the lightning's now moved behind those trees over that way. Uh-oh. What did I say? I said my money's on it not raining on me. I think I might have lost that bet. Let's see how long I can go before I have to put the umbrella up. Okay, I've given in to the umbrella. Can't help but picture Steve McLaren as England football manager with his umbrella on the side of the pitch. The Wally with the brolly. Every time I get an umbrella out, that's what I picture. I think that's why I tell myself and everyone else that because I'm from Manchester, I'm used to the rain, I don't need an umbrella. But also, I've been caught out on the Greenway before when I didn't have an umbrella, and I actually decided then that it would have been easier just to curl up in a ball and cry until it stopped. So I don't want to go through that again. Oh well, at least my aim for today was to get somewhere where there were very, very few people, and I've not seen anyone now for about an hour, so it's pretty good going. It's actually quite pleasant because it's not raining so heavily that I'm getting drenched, but it makes it quite atmospheric. So if it carries on like this, I shall not be complaining. Okay, so much for the rain not getting us. I'm now very grateful for my umbrella. There's an MRT track up ahead. That might provide a bit of shelter as well. I don't mind a bit of rain, but it starts getting heavy like this and it's not fun for anyone. Oh well, it could bring a premature end to today's videos. Let's see how the next few minutes go. Right, I've decided to brave it out a bit longer. I'm not really kitted out for this, but this bit looks really fun, doesn't it? This bit doesn't look very manicured at all. There's the telltale smell of monkey in the air. Who knows what we're going to find keeping walking down here, so I think I owe it to myself to be brave and to keep going. I have, after all, got an umbrella, so let's see what happens. a bridge. Thank goodness for that. It's raining quite heavily. And I can hear frogs and toads. They're happy with the rain. See in the puddle. But this is quite heavenly. I've got a bridge to protect me. Oh, my mask's getting a bit clammy as well. I'll take it off for a moment. Oh, no idea where I am. That's an MRT track that I've just walked under. My bet is that's what's the red line one called? Don't know. One that goes up to Cranji. I reckon we're up by Cranji. So we can't be that far away up that path. Keep going in a minute towards Woodlands. Who knows? I don't know. I might see if it dies down a bit first. Well, I've been sheltered underneath this bridge, and I thought, it'll just pass. Doing anything but passing. And now the path is looking a little bit like a stream. And I've got a frog or a toad that sounds a bit like a dog. The microphone picks it up. I'm going to have to keep on going. I don't think it's that much further until we get as far as this goes this way. It gets up towards Woodlands. I don't think it is. It's going to be a wet one, but I have got the umbrella. I'm not walking out there unprotected. So heading out back into the rain, through the puddles, in shoes that are wholly inappropriate for the task, and an umbrella that I'm not sure I would say it's seen better days, but I don't think its best days were great. But at the moment it is keeping most of the rain out, just about. The little stream down the side's gradually filling up. Puddles on the floor are getting a bit bigger. We might not have seen much in the way of wildlife, but at least we're seeing a bit of wild weather. It looks like we're through the worst of the puddles and the muddy bits. That's where we've just walked from, back down that way. Okay, I just said I think we were through the worst of the puddles, and then we get this puddle. As I said, my shoes are definitely not made for this, but we made it anyway. I just walked past the fairly wealthy looking Singaporean couple in their North Face jackets, and I'm glad they're getting some use out of them. Can't be often that you need an expensive North Face jacket here. And it's looking very flooded on the left hand side over here. Look at all that water. And then it's flooded on the right hand side as well. Oh, big frog just hopped over. So today, let's summarise. I said I didn't think, my money was on it not raining, despite the fact we were right next to massive thunderstorm clouds. And then I said about 5 minutes ago, we're through, we're definitely through the worst of the muddy bits. And now look at this. I can see cars up ahead though, so I'm slightly reassured by the fact that we're almost away from the deep, ever increasingly deep water. Also, bear in mind that we're not far away from where the crocodiles were. We're really not that far away from the wetland reserve here. Imagine the crocodiles enjoying this weather, swimming down. They're at risk of sinking in the mud and dying that way, drowning, or being eaten by a crocodile. And ruining my shoes. I have to say I'm navigating these puddles like a pro. I also think it was the right decision to leave the safety of that bridge when I did, because I don't think it's going to be much longer, and the water from that side is going to connect up with the water from this side, and then it's going to make this bit a little bit more tricky to cross. I hope wherever you are watching this, you're dry and warm, and you're thinking about me. And if it wasn't for COVID, I'll be sat somewhere reviewing some tasty hawker food in the dry. Oh no. The mother of all puddles. Oh, now I've got the squelchiest shoe. Oh, this is bad news, right. Oh, through the foliage. Water levels there, and then the water levels there, and the water levels in the middle. Oh, right, we're almost out. Left or right? I don't know. Let's go for the middle. Oh. This is no longer much fun. Oh, my shoe is now soaking wet and covered in mud. But I'm almost out, Just got to get past the flood waters. This is like some computer game. I've got to go over the pieces of wood. Can you see? Over the wood. Over this piece of wood. Alright. Then over this piece of wood. Then your foot falls off that piece of wood into the mud. Alright, then this piece of wood. Oh, look at this. And then onto this piece of wood. Feel like we're going to make it. I don't think my shoes are ever going to be the same again. And then, oh, look at that. All whilst holding the camera and the umbrella at the same time. And then we're out. We made it. That's where we've just come from. And I'm guessing the railway line would have carried on over that way. So let's head over there and see if we can pick it back up again. Ah, look, the Cranchi Railway train crossing. So it's closed by a barrier rather than a gate. So the last train came through here 30th of June 2011. Right, let's see if we can get back on the path. Just drive myself off a little bit. Oh, right, made it across. This side's not looking quite so flooded. I don't think we've got that much further to go, so I feel like I've got to keep going now. Do you reckon that's, oh, there's a tree there. Do you reckon that bit there looks flat enough to have been the old railway line? This doesn't look like it could have been a railway line within the last 10 years, does it? Or just over 10 years. Smell of monkeys is back. Stay on your toes, people, stay on your toes. The rain keeps falling. A little bit of shelter here from this tree. Problem is now it's almost too wet for any wildlife, so the wildlife's gone. At least the people have still gone. But there is part of me now that's going to be glad when I get to the end. Well, it's certainly bucketing it down now. The umbrella's holding up though, doing its job. I'm a bit damp around the edges and soggy feet, but it could be worse. Still the odd clap of thunder as well. I think the umbrella is letting some water through because I can feel it dripping down my neck, and it shouldn't be dripping down my neck with where my head is under the umbrella. This is MC Eats taking this journey so that you don't have to. If that's not worth a like and a subscribe, I don't know what is. I mean, you can barely see anything over there into the woodlands. Tropical downpour. Water cascading off the tree there. Getting to biblical levels of rain now. And a bit more thunder there just to remind us that this isn't going to stop anytime soon. But I'm not going to stop anytime soon, I'm going to just keep on going. Interesting. Right, I've seen an old bridge and I thought I'd come and have a closer look. There's a load of abandoned bikes. And then the bridge. I'm guessing this used to be the railway bridge. I can't get over to it. There was bikes over there as well. There's like this compound bit here, and it says like not open for outsiders. I don't know what's in it. You can see the canals filling up down there. I want to know what's the other side of this path. I'm going to have a look. I'll have a look at my phone first of all, because it very clearly says no entry for outsiders. And I don't think, oh, it's locked as well. I'm not going through that way. Right. Let's go back down here and see what we can see. So back behind me where it said like no entry for outsiders, it appears to be a dormitories for migrant workers. So gate's locked anyway. I'm going to go down this way because I want to be able to, if I can, carry on all the way to Woodlands. But it's not looking very promising. I keep being barriered off. Water level's very, very high in that canal, isn't it? Wow. Let's see where this goes. I'm hoping it comes out on a road. That means I can get across the canal to my right and then get back on the road to Woodlands and then see if we can get back on the path again the other side. JTC land. I'm not going in there, am I? I'm going to go alongside it. Right. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I can fit down there? Should we give it a go? I've reached a dead end. No dumping or trespassing in there. Yeah, totally agree. Get it. I've got the canal turning into a river there. I've got a path leading up here to something that's blocked off. And I've got a path that way, which potentially, I don't know, I could have a look. Okay, I think I owe it to myself at this point to have a look, but I'm not holding out much hope. I think it's going to be back the way I came. Oh, finally made it out of that bit. A little bit of a life lesson. If it looks like you can't get through, you probably can't get through. But I have just stumbled across this little family of wild boar, and Daddy Pig's taken an interest in me. He's just keeping an eye, making sure I'm not getting too close. So they made it worth going the ridiculously dangerous route that I've just gone. I'm back on an actual road. Oh, wow. That was more of an adventure than I thought it was going to be. Right, and now I've got to find my way over towards Woodlands to see if I can actually find the bit of the path again that I've been hunting for. Oh, it's never ending. If you ever get as far as here, for the moment, don't go any further. Save yourself the hassle. I went down there hoping I'll be able to regain the path again, and no, it doesn't work. I tried everything I could to get back on the track, and there were fences with barbed wire in the way. Obviously didn't go past them. There was the river, didn't go past it. Yeah, there was a building site. I tried to go past it, didn't work. So don't go as far as that. So I got as far as that fence there where they're doing the building works, and I can't go any further. And I think for today, I'm going to call it a day. So that's from Bukit Panjang, as far north as I could get. I couldn't make it to Woodlands, disappointed. But it's beginning to get dark. At least it stopped raining. I think another day I'm going to come back and I'll go and have a look at Woodlands and see if there's any of the original railway line right at the top. And then another day I'll come do Bukit Panjang and go south from that MRT station and fill in the bit I haven't walked. I hope you've enjoyed it. Can't say I've enjoyed it that much after I started getting soaking wet and venturing down the side of barbed wire fences. But yeah, if you have, make sure you subscribe, like, click the bell, and I'll join you again on another episode, another adventure, hopefully a little bit less exciting. But until that episode, until next time, stay full.